All right. Hey there, Pisces. This reading is for you. I had to do it over because sometimes when I just start making a video out of the blue, it just wants to cut me off. It fades out and then my phone shuts off. And it did that 3 times over and over. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to start over and try this again. But I want to keep this card because this is the card that I drew. But I just went through this story about how, I couldn't remember who I was doing the reading for. And I kept thinking Leo. And I had been thinking about this Leo friend of mine before I started the read. But I realized, okay, well, maybe there's something in the Leo read for you. I don't know. But Leos in the Native American astrology are cougars. Or no, Leos in the Leos in the Native American astrology are salmon. Okay, and so they're a lion and a salmon. Okay, and then the Pisces, which are a fish, are generally cougars in the Native American astrology, and that's a cat. So I see a crisscross there. But then I pulled this card right after I said all that, and I was like, dang it, this is awesome, because Pisces are also, depending on the tribe, considered a wolf. Okay? Maybe you're the lone wolf, you're the family's leader, the pack wolf. And the strongest leader of the pack, of the wolf pack, they don't hang out in the front. They hang out in the back to make sure everybody gets to where they need to go all safely, so that everybody's protected. They have strong leaders in the front, all the weak in the middle, and the elders in the back with the pack leader. Now you have somebody facing the leader, standing up strong, standing up to this gigantic wolf, standing in your authenticity, standing in your power, so to speak. Okay? There's a lot of icy water there, emotions. All right, what else do we got? Oh my gosh, just the intro took me forever. And I was waiting all day to do this read. I was, gathering up my energy and my knowing, clearing the energies. I cleaned my whole house. The Tower. Oh my gosh, right? Just get the beginning of your read was like a tower. It was like ding dong. Oh, but the tower's behind us now, okay? And a cycle is beginning. We got 2 X's. That's like 10s. All right, someone has to make a decision. They're not carrying these burdens anymore, that's for sure. They don't feel like they want to start any kind of new beginning, because there was a liar, cheater, stealer in the past. 2-time and Tom, or get in the back seat Sarah, and then boom, can't sleep, feeling stuck, not happy, not even wanting to party or celebrate. It's not fair. What the heck? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, having a hard time sleeping again, not getting any sleep, and because of that, you don't have any strength. And it just seems like a loop of the thoughts of this going around and around in your head when all you want is to be happy. A new beginning, a new cycle. Okay? Page of Wands. No communication going in whatsoever. Looking at all your options. Working on your own cups here. You have to make your own happiness. You don't need anyone else for that. You can make your own success. You can have your own love, romance, spirituality, whatever the hell that is. It looks like a mask. I'm not sure. Healing. Seems like there's something missing, though. I don't really see a lot of money. Anyways, and then 7 of Wands. Man. Let's just stop there with that, shall we? With the Seven of Wands. Just have faith, have patience. Okay? Oh, there was an ending. I mean, not only did you have a Tower, but it's like a full-on ending. Could be dealing with the Scorpio. Might have a lot of Scorpio in your chart. This is a Pisces read. But, sending some kind of message forward, you know, making something clear. Like, is this a commitment or not? If not, there's the door. A contract. We need to make a new contract or what? 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Now, why would you feel left out in the cold? Seems like there was an ending because maybe they didn't accept this, you know, kind of commitment. Maybe there was no communication. Someone's gonna communicate. Let's see here. What's going on? The Sun in reverse. They are not happy. If this is a commitment, maybe there hasn't been any communication. You're not happy. Maybe they're not happy. And some sort of communication is going to happen that's going to end this. It's called being authentic. Tell me the truth. What's going on here? Right? King of Swords. Air sign. But nonetheless, someone that demands some clarity, communication, and respect. Basically. I mean, what else could you need here? Some sort of communication is going to happen. Tell me more. Give me some clarity here. What is going on? What's up with this Hierophant? Could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus. Okay, well, the card does a Tower in reverse. This is something that happened in the past. It was like you were really happy. And then bam, got broadsided. With this sword right here. King of Swords again. Magician. Could have been a Virgo. 7 of Swords. Liar, cheater, stealer. We saw that earlier. And not having the strength. But maybe you've got to get the strength. Maybe you got to get the strength to get past this and start loving yourself. Maybe you haven't felt too happy about this since it happened. Whatever it was. You just want to sleep. You just want to rest. You just want to relax. You know, but it seems like you can't make any moves towards this other lover or whatever it was they were maybe given to somebody else too. Let's get a card on this. The Father. Somebody split, indecisive, in and out. They're there and then they ghost you, you know. Or you get ghosted. You get dark, moody. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. I'm seeing a lot of air here. Okay? And, you know, maybe you just want loyalty instead of arguing. Maybe it's time to sound the alarm. Show them who's boss. Who's the king and who's not the king. Right? Are you in or are you out? Assertiveness. Rise up, stand stronger and true. See how that person is just standing up to the wolf? Big scary wolf. Yeah, whatever, you know. I got something to say. I gotta know. We gotta get something clear here. I don't like being left out in the cold, not knowing what's going on. Be certain where you place your passion. Is this even worth fighting over or fighting for? Arguing about? You know, the best can be here, believe it. Maybe get enthusiastic about something new. That 17 on the wolf makes an 8. That's a victory. Okay? Persevering. Work. Takes work. I think you just want peace. Peace. Confidence. Connect with your spirituality. Focus on yourself. Take care.